In this episode of Air Arms TV, I'm back on the coastal belt of the Eastern Cape of South Africa. Today I'm planning on taking a few rock pigeons and doves to make some biltong. I'm also planning on taking the numbers of the hardy-dar ibis down on this property. They've been a huge pest on the water troughs and rooftops, and the local farmers asked me to help out. This time on Air Arms TV, I'm out on the coastal belt of the Eastern Cape, hunting on a local farm. Today I'll be targeting tasty rock pigeons and delicious doves for some biltong, while also keeping an eye out for the overpopulated hardy-dar ibis, which are making a mess on the rooftops and water troughs, not to mention the sound pollution this species makes. And let me tell you, I'm super pumped. I know this place we're hunting today is absolutely full of these species. So let's get out there, have a lot of fun and see if we can get some of those birds down. Let's do it. The rock pigeon, also known as the speckled pigeon, is a resident breeding bird of South Africa. They grow up to 32 centimetres in length and are a popular game bird to hunt. It might be overcast and windy, but I have a good feeling about today, and I'm sure it won't be long before we bump into some birds. All right, it's a nice rock pigeon. All right, just move slow, slow, slow. Don't scare him off. Ah, straight down. First rock pigeon of the day, down. Man, that's cool. Whew, I hope we're gonna see a lot more, but right now I'll take what I can get, so let's go see him. All right over here, here he is. Oh, look at that. That's a nice rock pigeon. Oh, very nice. Not only are they fun to hunt, but real tasty to eat as well. So let's see if we can get a whole bunch more. Let's do it. The farmer's been telling me that he's been having huge problems with the hardy-dar ibis on this property. They bring a huge sound pollution problem to a quiet place and make a mess on the food troughs and rooftops. Okay, he's not moving. Just missed him. Man, these birds are difficult. The thing about these hardy-dars is they lift their head up and down, they bob their head, and man, it makes it so difficult because they're a tough bird and you've really got to get that headshot. Yeah, and I think I saw that pellet just skip over the top of his head. Man, anyway, let's keep trying. Well, I guess you can't get them all. Let's move on and keep hunting. All right, yep, this is the spot. Okay, often we find a whole lot of rock pigeons here. The horse food bins are all in this area and they love to feed on it. So let's see if we can find some. Come. Just check here. The food bins are just around the corner here. There's a flock. A whole flock of pigeons. Awesome. All right, we just got to get to this bush. All right, let's go. Slow, slow, slow. I've got to be careful here. I really want a chance on this flock. But if they see me at this close proximity, they'll all be gone.
They're right here, they're right here. Okay, it's gonna be quick. There we go. Yes. All right. Last one. You ready? Awesome. Oh man, that gets the heart going. It's so cool. As long as you get that first one down, you've got a chance on the rest of the flock. Whoa, that is awesome. That's why I come rock pigeon hunting. Even though the farmer wants them gone, meh, it's a lot of fun. Let's go. All right, here we go. Here's the first two. That is cool, man, doesn't it? All right, there's the next one. And the other two should be just a little bit further down there. Oh, there they are. Man, it is so cool finding a flock of them like this. There we go, look at this. Oh, next shot, right behind the head, exactly what I was looking for. So, that's great. Let's go get the other one, yeah? Okay. Okay, another big fat one. That is super cool. Man, I tell you guys, it is such a treat finding flocks of these rock pigeons. We've been finding them in ones and twos all over the farm. We found them on the tops of the roofs. And then we found them along the fence posts as well. So they've really been all over this property, but there has been a couple flocks that we've seen, and this is the first one that we've managed to get up to, and hopefully we'll be able to catch up with the other flock a little bit further down. So let's keep going.
Taking out a few birds in the flock like that is not only great, but it's also an opportunity to get some more meat for my biltong. I just love this property. You never know what you're going to bump into or what's around the next corner. There's just so much happening from in the field to around the sheds here. There's always something to hunt.
Oh, rock pigeon. Okay, let's just get to this post, yeah. Straight down. Man, now I think he's on the roof. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna get that. And I know this granny is gonna be very, very upset if she finds a dead rock pigeon on her roof. So, oh man, we're gonna have to see if we can go and get him. Let's find a way, let's go. Oh, just what I was worried about. That bird is going to be too far to reach, so it is a low roof, but it's just difficult to access. I think we're going to find a stick or something like that first. Let's get a stick. All right, here we go. Yep, that should be good. All right, one-time stick. If I remember correctly, we're able to get up. Yep, oh, here we go, just on the fireplace. Okay, let's put that stick up there. Okay. Ah! Okay, here we go. Yep, as I said, this is not easy. Oh, I got it! Yes! Pigeon recovery for no ninnies or sissies. Let's go.
Sometimes you have to put in a little bit more work to retrieve your quarry, but it's always worthwhile.
Wow, that's cool. Look at that. Whoa. That is awesome. Look at that, hey? Yeah. That is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. A huge flock of storks. I tell you, I never get tired of seeing them. They're not here the whole year round. They like a warmer environment, and they usually fly north for the winter. But just so beautiful to see them. And but we're going to keep hunting. We're going to have to move in real close and see if we can get some more of those pigeons and doves at close range. So let's keep going.
Man, what a sight. Anyway, let's move on to the next field and see what we can find.
Well, a little bit of sad news for this episode. This will be the last one in this season with this absolutely beautiful piece of equipment here. I've just enjoyed every second of using this S510 XS. And let me tell you why. The long range abilities and comfortability on this rifle is just absolutely everything that I'm looking for. But nevertheless, Air Arms have sent me a new air rifle for the next episode, and let me tell you something, guys, I've been waiting with bated breath for this new model. I am super pumped to be using it in the field, but you're gonna have to wait till the next episode to see what that is. So let's keep hunting. Hidey dogs. Oh, there's a couple of them. There's 2 hidey dogs. If we can just get to that bush, we can use this cover here. Straight down. Oh man, that was a good headshot. And this fence line is perfect. There's just all this cover, so they had no idea that we were here. Man, that was a cool one. Let's go check them. There we go. Look at that. Big old hidey dog. Look at that. Yeah, nice shot placement right on the head. That's what I was hoping for. You know, these birds are very tough. And I managed to get the headshot in there. This is not a bird commonly targeted here in the Eastern Cape, but on the latest proclamation, they've put it back on the hunting list. You're allowed to take 5 a day, and it's non-seasonal. So they're obviously looking to take down the numbers of the species, and so is the local farmer here. So we're getting the job done. Let's keep hunting.
It's been a great day's hunting, and the farm has yet again proven to provide. If I can just get one more pigeon down, it'll be the cherry on the top.
Okay, there's a nice pigeon there. But we've got to get over the fence. I need a steady rest. Come.
This pigeon is 73 yards out, so the steadier I am, the better chances I have of getting the shot right.
There we go. Okay, let's just get a steady rest on this post. It's not going to be easy. The wind's gusting pretty bad now. Man, that was cool. Yo, the wind is gusting through this little gap here, and I held over a minute to the left and a minute above his head, and man, it worked out for me. I could actually see that pellet bending in and made contact. He did flutter down a little bit, but he's right down over there, so let's go and check him out. Let's go.
Man, what a way to end another great hunt. This farm will always be one of my favorites.
All right, here he is. Oh, let's see where I shot him. Man, yeah, he didn't move too far from the post. And let's have a look here. Yeah, neck shot, so pretty cool. And what a great day. I mean, to end with a shot like that, it really gives me a lot of confidence going into my next hunt. I'm just absolutely loving the combination of this hawk scope with the S510, and it just seems to be working well, long range and short range. And I tell you what, I've had a great time out here. We've seen a whole lot of fantastic animals, as well as had lots of great shooting, right from doves, finding them in the treetops, as well as on the fence posts. And then the same with the pigeons, real special to find a flock like we did and to be able to take a whole bunch of them out. And then to find these hardy-dars all over this property, exactly what they said would happen. To be able to get a good few headshots on that species as well. What a great time we've had here on the farm. We'll see you guys next time on AOMS TV.